G'day mates, how's it going? You're on DirtByte. Welcome back to my sea change survival vlog. I've just heard that the excavator and truck that is booked in to come out today has arrived. As you can see, it's sitting there right in front of us. So effectively what they're going to do is they've got a worker coming out soon who's going to take the excavator. They're just going to level this patch of land out. Yes, it looks pretty level, but I just want to make it like really flat so we can not restrictable, where we can put sheds and expand. So there's a little bit of a rise here. There's obviously a little bit of a hollow down here. So my plan is for them just to do a bit of a cut and fill, lift it up where it needs to be lifted up, cut it back where it needs to be cut back. So they're going to start doing that. I'll just see they looks like there's no one here yet, so I may just oh, the truck's running, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just going to jump in and maybe just get the excavator off for them or something. So I'm assuming that this is the control to detach the trailer, which it is, into the JCB. There we go, that was easy. So I'll just take this over to the to where I think they're going to want to start. I'll just be over here, and then hopefully I'll be back soon to get started. Oh, that'll do. Oh, I see them coming, so I'll just go and speak to them quickly, and then I'll come back with you once they've started. There we go, here's underway now. They're going to start up there by cutting that back. Yeah, there's not much for me really to do here. I'm just going to leave them to it for a little while. It's going to cost, they haven't said exactly how much, but it's possibly going to cost about $10,000 for what we want to get done there. So it's quite expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. Obviously, it's winter time, so there's not a huge amount to do in the fields. I have left my motorbike over there. That's what I was wanting. So I'll jump on the motorbike and we'll have a look as to see if we'll ring around, see if there's any contracts or anything that others want us to do, because not a huge amount for us to be doing in the fields at the moment. Obviously this work's going to happen here in the background while we're away, or while we're looking into it. So let's just bring up the correspondence. So we have a couple of options. We've got some trees that can be cut down, which is right on the very edge of the area that it's not just completely trees. But for Walter, I'm thinking that might be good. Yes, it's not a huge amount of money, and it's only 13 trees. But I think we might accept that. Because, yeah, it'd be interesting to go and explore somewhere a bit further on from where we normally are. Obviously, we're on the motorbike, so we can get there pretty quickly. I'm just assuming it's in this direction. I better might just bring up the big map just to make sure we're going right. Yeah, so it is. So it's just further on from our little plot. So let's get over there. Yeah, in terms of what the plan is for today, I reckon we're not going to do a huge amount in December. We're just going to mainly let the excavator do their stuff in the background. We'll do these trees, and then, yeah, there's not a great deal to do for our side of things, for our farming side. So it'll probably just be a real quick bit in December. Then we'll move on to a later month in the next, like in this vlog. So we're not just hanging about in the same month where there's not a huge amount of farming to do. Yeah, it's nice to get on this motorbike. It gets going pretty quick. It's a lot quicker than what the tractor and everything would be if we're trying to drive over in the tractor. Here we go. So this is the plot. I think I can already see one tree. Possibly. There's a couple of trees. Yep, there's a few here. Be one, I reckon. Oh, actually, this might be a bit more difficult than I thought, being the fact that it's actually... yeah, there we go. Winter time, so the trees are going to look dead. So yeah, I'm going to do So we might as well do this as a bit of a time lapse. I'll pull out my pocket chainsaw. We'll get these 13 trees cut down. So there's 2 that I can see. And then we'll come back in once we're done. So I'll see you soon.
Out where the spinifex grows through the clay, and the fence line runs to nothing at all. I've watched 3 generations fade away, working land that never answers your call. My grandfather's hands were carved from stone. He knew every
Welcome back. That's the last one of them done, which is nice and easy. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to jump back on the bike since we're over this way near our little camp area. I think I'm going to go down. There's not much farming to do, so I'm going to go down. I'm going to put the billy on, have a cup of tea, have a bit of lunch, just chill out at the tent for a little bit. Then we'll head back over to the excavator and the plot in a couple of hours and see how they've gone. So what we'll do is I'm just going to cut out here, so go and get the billy on, and I'll bring you back in once we've heading over towards the excavator. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back. Yeah, we've moved on quite a significant amount of time. The excavator and truck have just packed up. I've just heard they've just packed up and they're just waiting for the driver to come and take the truck away. It took them quite a bit longer than expected because there was quite a bit more cutting for them that to do. As you can see on the left here, we've done a fair bit of work. So nothing has been done in the entrance here yet. We've got to get the council to do that. I've spoken to them. They're going to get to this soon. So they're going to be able to put a driveway into here for us. And I had them put down a little bit of gravel at the entryway here because this is all like dirt. Because they've cut and filled and done what they need to do. I've also put a little bit of gravel over here because I think when we expand, we'll probably be expanding, like a track will probably come out this way in front of us. Have a field on the left. But as you can see, yeah, it's a lot better. It's really flat. It was a lot lower over here than what was expected. They've done their best to smooth it out a bit. Like, so pretty much from here back to where the excavator is up towards the petrol station, the servo, it's all flat. So when we go to build stuff on here, we're all good to go now. If we have animals in this corner, that won't matter if there's a bit of a hill there, and we'll just re-grass it. So what we're going to do is, I think we'll just go and grab the main tractor, the big white tractor, and we're going to get that field there, finish cultivating it up, ready to go for March, because I want to put grass in there. So I want to get that ready right now. So just going to park our bike up here, and we'll just jump straight into the white tractor. So I'll bring you back in once we're over there. Welcome back. I've just spoken to the driver. He's just taken the truck away. So that's all finished with now. And they did tell me it's going to be $27,000, which is, yeah, more than what they initially said. But like I said, there was more work involved in it. And they said just, do a transfer at some point today. So once I've finished this work, I'll go and transfer that to them. I think it will be worth it because it will save in the future when it comes to construction costs and things when we're expanding and building. We will obviously also need to get some more gravel and place that, but I didn't want to get too much because I don't know where things are going to go. I didn't want to waste money and cover the whole area with gravel until we have an understanding of what we're actually going to be doing there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get stuck in, dig in, and get this all prepared for the grass. So what we'll do is we'll do this via a bit of a time lapse. I'll bring you back in. Hopefully we have to get it done all in one time lapse, so it shouldn't take too long, but I'll bring you back in once we're getting towards the end. So I'll see you soon.
Carrying the weight of all he said, under the Southern Cross we stand, red dust settling in our bones. This hard and ancient land, it's the only bank don't care about the rain that won't come, or the cattle dying slow beneath the sun. They got their numbers in their quarterly sum, but they never buried anyone. Still I'm out here at first light, checking troughs and bending a wire. The Milky Way burns through the night.
Welcome back. Here we are, just the last strip to do. Actually went quite quickly, quite easily. That's the advantage of having this high-powered tractor and the really wide, good cultivator. It does make quick, easy work of something like this. So there we go. That's literally done. So what we have to do now is we obviously have to do our sampling, which is important. I've been thinking about it while actually before we head off. I do the there was a bit of an hiccup here with the excavator, and he's just pushed a bit of this grassy topsoil over on the field that we've created. So we'll just quickly go ahead and just straighten this up again. But yeah, no, I was thinking while we were doing this that it just doesn't seem practical to put grass in here because we don't have any of the equipment, we don't have the animals, we actually don't have any real need for grass at this moment, where it might be better and more practical to put in something like a crop just to make some money from like wheat or barley or something that we can, you know, do with our combine harvester. There's probably others. We can probably hopefully plant something in March, and then by the end of the year we may be in a better position to be wanting grass. But yeah, there's no real need to really get stuck in and do grass right now. I think we should be saving that for when it's actually needed, because it doesn't take very long to grow. There's a lot of equipment and stuff we need to get, and we're not quite there yet with that. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to shut this off here. We're going to need to hire the tester, soil sampler. So I'm going to hire that from the shop. I'm going to pay off the 27,000 for the work done. I'll bring you back in once we're over in the field doing some testing. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back. I thought I'd bring you back in now. I went over to the shop to hire this again, and they said, well, you're hiring it quite a bit. Looks like you wanted to expand. Have you ever considered doing a hire purchase? And they're quite happy to hire purchases towards me. So this is the options for it. So we're looking at probably 5 years, I suppose, would be good. And then we can obviously choose what we want. I think that if we choose a 10% deposit now, I think if we go with option 1, $281 a month, 0 final fee, and yeah, slightly less than the final fees of the total cost of the other ones. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. That just makes more sense. It's something that it would get quite expensive if we keep renting it as we do these expansions. And now with it, yes, we're going to have to pay that monthly fee, but I think we can cover it with our produce that we're making, and we're obviously expanding all the time. Worst comes to worst, we can just cut down another tree or two. But considering that we are really like in expansion mode and moving on and getting more and more land, I think it's just gonna be a handy thing to have just in the back of the yard, just ready for these occasions when we have moved on and we have expanded again. All right, so we've got it unfolded. What are we going to need to do? Half a dozen, maybe 8 tests, probably a bit more than, yeah, maybe closer to 8 across the 2 areas. So obviously we have done a lot of this first area we go into, but now we've expanded again. We need to do the sampling again. It looks like it's actually going to be quite a good soil type from the map, I think, and the what we got before. I reckon this is probably going to be getting more of your loam sand, which is ideal. That's what we really be looking for to maximize yields and maximize profits from our crops. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here for. We're here to maximize everything we can get back from the land without having to put too much into it. There we go. There's the 3 done for that. In a second. So that's all done. Now we've got this piece down here to do. I reckon we're going to be looking at probably 6 or 7 down here. So it's probably going to be closer to 10 all up. But that's fine. It's like I said, it's worth getting the machine, because if we're doing 10 or 12 at a time, when it's rented, it's like 800 and something to rent. It's a significant cost extra per sample that we're doing. Where once we own the machine outright, every time we expand and do more of this sampling, and as the data becomes out of date and we have to review it and revise it, we have the machine. So I mean, can't complain at that. So it's not, couldn't quite get all of it in 2. Try it there. So I'm going to finish these last few tests. We'll bring you back in once we've sent it off and we're waiting for the results. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back. Here we go. That's our last one that we need to do. We're sending them off to the lab for sampling and for what they do with them, and the tests and whatever they need to do to confirm what the types of soil and everything, the information we need. So it shouldn't take too long to come back. There was only a few. Yeah, so it's cost $450 to do those few, which is I'm not complaining about. That's I think that will be a bonus when we go to prep the field and seed and stuff, and what the return will make. I reckon we'll make that back in one crop. So yeah, it's definitely worthwhile having this sampler. Just going to drop it off there. And we can have a look on the map to see what sort of soil we've got. So let's hope it's a good type. Oh, perfect. So this one over here is pretty well all loam. And then the bottom of this is loam. So where we've got the yard is probably the best place for actually cropping. But that's all right. You know, if we expand up to this plot at some point, let's have a look at size of that. So yeah, if we expand up to here, this is probably going to be good soil. This plot here is also going to be good soil. Both these are quite, well, that one's not too expensive, but these are starting to get a bit more expensive because they are bigger. So the other thing we need to do is obviously the prepping of the fields for things like lime, because these are all quite bad with lime. This one especially. We did this one recently and that was fine. But as we know, our spreader is very small and it can't hold very much lime. It's fine for fertilizer, but it can't hold very much lime, and it's it empties out very, very quickly. So there'd be a lot of refilling to do for those bigger fields. So I thought we'd just pop over to the shop and we'll have a look to see what they've got in regards to other options for that. And we have to find yield improvement, be in this section. So there's a couple of good ones here. Obviously we can't really afford any of these big ones. I'm not sure if that's the one we've got or this one. We've got one of these small ones that can't hold very much. It's only 300 litres. This one can only hold 330 litres, so that's not much of an advantage. This one is pretty good. It can hold up to 4,200 litres. Working speed of 15 kilometres. Doesn't really say how wide it is. And then there's obviously this one, which can hold 5,000 litres, 18 metres, and can do 15 kilometres. So here's $7,500. It's a bit expensive. Bit expensive, but I think it's going to be worthwhile doing. Let's just see about changing the rim colors to something maybe black. Yeah, I don't like black rims. Onyx black. Oh, that was the wrong one. let's just now do the rims to onyx black. Yep, that's good. So I think we are going to buy that. We have got the money. Yes, it's taken up over half of our bank balance, but it will be worth it. So here it is here, a nice big spreading unit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go and grab I reckon the Massey Ferguson tractor will be fine for this. There is a bulk storage for lime sell point there. I've just realized too, we've got a lot of pallets here that need to go to the sell point. So that's going to be quite a significant amount of income, especially around this time of the year. I think that's probably, this could be one of the best times of the year for that type of product, because unless you've grown it in a tunnel house or a hot house or whatever you want to call them, yeah, there's not much around. Like, there's no growing those sorts of plants out in the open at the moment. So we need to look at selling them today. We may end up needing to sell them very soon, because I don't know how expensive lime is, and I don't know how quickly we're going to get through it. So we may be a desperate need for money very soon. But what I want to do is I want to just go and build this up for the first time, see how much it's going to cost us, and then take it for a spin on the field, see if we're going to need a lot of lime, or whether it's going to go on, you know, less quickly with this massive spreaders in comparison to the one we have been using. I want to crash into the old windmill. Put this under there, get it open. We can just get lime here. We can get fertilizer and lime from here. That's really good to know. And the money is rocketing down, rocketing down. It's, yeah, it's a lot of lime, but it's expensive. So pretty much $2,700 for a full spreader load. And we have 4,000. So yeah, I think that money from the tomatoes and lettuce is going to be well and truly needed here very soon. Watch out, buddy. Yeah, so I'm going to go and crack on with this. We'll do this first until we run out of money, or until we're done, and then we'll sell our produce. So I think we can do most of this as a time lapse. Yeah, we'll bring you back in as we get in through and we're progressing. And I'll see you soon.
Everything's rushing by, I can't slow down. You're pulling away now, faster than sound. The streets are street lights in my eyes. I'm losing my grip on you tonight. Don't stop, don't stop, don't leave me behind. Don't stop, I'm racing through time. Don't stop moving, don't stop moving away. Don't stop moving, I need you to stay. The world keeps spinning fast, I can't keep up. Every second that passes is not enough. You're slipping through that wind through my hands. I'm chasing you down, but I can't understand. Don't stop, don't stop, don't leave me behind. Don't stop, I'm racing through time. Don't stop moving, don't stop moving.
Welcome back. Here we are. We've done the first field as you've seen, and we're on to the second one. We're probably halfway through this one, and we've pretty much used a full spreader for this. So I'm assuming that we're going to use probably not a full spreader for the next one, but for the rest of it, sorry. But I reckon it's going to be up there with how much we're going to need. Since we are pretty well like finished with what's in the spreader, and we have no more money, we're going to have to jump out and start selling some of our produce, which we'll do pretty much as soon as this runs out. Hopefully we're going to get quite a bit of money for it, because I'd anticipate that we should be getting a good price for is it in here or is it down the bottom? Tomatoes is the best price, and then lettuce is also the best price. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to get a really good amount of money from this. Might as well stop that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this off. I'm going to put the there we go. Turn that off. I'm going to drop this off. I'm going to put the red trailer on, and we'll start loading up the lettuce and tomatoes. So we'll bring you back in once we've started that process. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back. Here we are. We've got all of our produce pushed out in a line like we normally do. And now I just have to load it all up, which, as we know, can sometimes go really well. Sometimes not so much. I am getting a lot better at it and getting the hang of it, but it still takes some time. I'm glad we can pick two up at a time like this. It just makes the process a whole lot easier. But I still need to be able to drive properly and everything. So what I might do is, there's a fair few here to do. Might as well just time-lapse this. Hopefully it's not going to go too badly, and hopefully it's going to... I'm not going to drop any. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll bring you back in once we finish this, and I'll see you soon.
Everything blurs when you're going this fast. Tell me, how long can we last? I need you here, right next to me. Don't disappear, don't let me be. Don't stop, don't stop, don't leave me behind. Don't stop, I'm racing through time. Don't stop moving, don't stop moving away. Don't stop moving.
Welcome back. There we go. That didn't take too long. It wasn't too painful. I almost lost a pallet or two at the end there, but it worked out all right. We've got 8,000 litres of both tomatoes and lettuce. So, yeah, I'm anticipating a pretty good payday here. A very good payday indeed. I don't think we have to worry about running out of money overnight, that's for sure. Watch out. Beep, beep. Produce coming through. Okay, so let's just sell this. 55,500 plus 4,100 for the environmental score. It's good. We're back up to nearly 61,000. I think we've had another really productive day. Got a bit done. We've made some good money. We're getting our fields prepped for the next crops. So I think that's it. I think we should call it here. I hope that you are enjoying my vlogs that I'm doing. My foray into farming, if you will. If you are, please do remember to like, subscribe and comment. Happy to hear ideas and suggestions about how we can make our farm more productive, and very open to those sorts of things. But for now, keep your boots dirty and your bites clean, and I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.